a teacher primarily of A-level and GCSE, and my mission, I guess, is to make sure you guys are as well informed as possible and that everybody's on a level playing field. So let's today talk about appeals. Hopefully none of you will ever need to use this video. You'll never need to think about it, but just in case, here is what you'll need to do. So, according to the JCQ guidance for determination of A-level grades, there is some information your school must provide you. Now, your first step, if you feel you haven't got the grade that you deserve or you feel that you should need, is make sure you have that information. So, email your school. We'll put up a performer email in a second, and make sure you email your school requesting all that information, including any details of any special circumstances that they included for you. So just in case you have any kind of extra time, something happened, you emailed school, they knew about it, they need to take all those mitigating circumstances into consideration. Now, this information, you have to have it before you can move forward. So annoy your school, email them, call them. They've got to give it to you. If they don't give it to you, that's actually a case for malpractice. And so you need to be quite careful. So stage one of the appeals. So stage one of the appeal is the appeal directly to your school or centre. The deadlines are the 16th of August, which is a priority appeal for people whose university place are going to depend on it. So this is A-level students primarily. And the 3rd of September for all other appeals. Now make sure you tell your university you are appealing, because they might hold your place, and you can appeal on 2 grounds. Admin error, so the wrong grade was recorded, or procedural error, so your school has not followed their own policy correctly, which is why you need to be sent your centre policy. Once you get your centre policy, make sure you read it and make sure you can see if the school hasn't followed it, and you can appeal on those grounds. At this stage, you can't appeal on unreasonable judgment. This happens later on, so we're not going to worry about that. So what you need to provide is a well-written email, an explanation using facts, not emotion, as to why you think the school has made an error. So we'll give you, so if you have a look, this is an argument template. This is just an example of something. But if you look at this email, what I'm saying here is this is the issues, this is what you granted, and you're going to be really specific. You're going to say, on this date, we did this assessment, you gave me extra time. Thank you very much. Well, you know, on this date, we did this assessment, you forgot to give me extra time. Or this happened, or there was this issue at school, or I was excluded for this reason, or because of COVID, I missed this assessment, and has my other grade doesn't look like it's been prorated in. Whatever the case is, but you can't just guess, right? So go back through your diary if you have one, go back through your emails, figure out the dates. You need to be really specific, and you say, you know, if these are the assessments you've told me have been taken into account, this is what happened when they were taken into account. Have you followed procedure, you know, and so on. I would ask you to reassess and to get in touch with the awarding body. Now, if this doesn't work, and if you genuinely believe and you feel that you can prove that the school has made a mistake in terms of their unreasonable judgment in the way that they came up with your grade, then you can appeal to the awarding organisation. So that's your example. It says AQA, EdExcel, OCR, and so on. Now, it's a student's right to do this, so even if your school doesn't think you have a right to appeal, you can still insist on doing it. The deadlines for those are the 23rd of August and the 17th of September. 23rd being priority, the same as before, 17th everybody else. Now, your grounds for appeal are either the school had the procedural error and they didn't follow through from the first stage, the exam board made an error, now I'd be really surprised if that happened, or the school or college made an unreasonable judgment from the evidence. Now, within unreasonable judgment, there's two parts. So either it's the selection of evidence they used was unreasonable, or the grade they got from using that evidence. Now, unreasonable judgment has to be proved. You have to show that the grade you received was unreasonable. Not, there is a better grade you could have got because look at all this extra work, right? So nothing that might be a difference of opinion. So you can only be awarded a different grade if the grade was clearly wrong. So no other teacher acting reasonably, looking at evidence in front of them, would have reached the same conclusion. So your school must be plainly wrong. Hopefully, like I said, you guys will never have to use this. But in case you do, there's a guide link below. I know I've talked really fast, but it's just to give you a sense and an idea and give you some of those initial performer emails. Just get the information. Make sure you have the information in front of you. Make sure you feel your grade was fair. So there's a document link below. Please, don't hesitate to message if we can be of any help. I get a lot of messages, but we should be able to filter through them. Obviously, I don't go to your school. I don't know your teachers. I don't know your centre policy. I'm not going to be able to help you on that one-to-one basis, but I can maybe point you in the right direction. And finally, remember your grades can also go down. So be really, really careful. Asking for the information doesn't affect your grade. You're not actually appealing. You're saying, I'm thinking of appealing. I want this information. But before you go for appeal, make sure you look at it really carefully. And also, if you haven't quite got there, it's okay. It's been the worst 2 years of most people's lives to date. It's been a shitty time. And things have been rubbish, and there's always another way. There's always another chance. There's the options of resits later this year. We'll do a video talking you through them. There's always another way to the career that you want to have. I have students who are graduating this summer who resat their A-levels twice and now are finishing med school. I've got other students who changed their mind midway and now are, on their way to become lawyers. You can change your mind. There's always an alternative. I think it's absolutely insane that so much rides on your GCSE and A-level results. But anyway, hope everyone does well. If you're watching this pre your results coming out, good luck. You'll be absolutely fine. Like I said, it's just a grade. It does not define you in any way whatsoever. If this is post results, hope ever you've got the grades that you want. And if you haven't, there's always a way. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.